Today we're going to talk about our March 2022 net worth calculation update. We're going to use our numbers and show you guys how you calculate your net worth and why we think it's so important. We're also going to go over a few important updates since last year at this time. Stick around and we'll let you know what our numbers are for March 2022.
And one of the lessons that we learned, it doesn't matter how much money you make, it's how much money you are able to save and what to do with that money. You can make a lot of money, but if you spend a lot of money, you are not ahead. And that's one of the secrets that we have discovered since 2019, when we had around $60,000 in consumer debt, and since, that's so many things, but we started tracking our net worths. I'm gonna use since again, I'm sorry, since July 2020. That's when we discovered the concept of FIRE, and ever since our journey to financial independence started. Here we are, 2022, sharing our net worth numbers, but not only that. We are also gonna give you something back, and we always learn from you guys, so it's always time for us to give something back. My name is Jean.
I'm Christine.
We live in Canada, and 2024 is our FIRE date.
2023? I'm just kidding, guys. It's still going to be 2020.
I'll go back.
Just kidding, maybe.
Go ahead. The floor is yours.
Yeah. No, we're going to jump right in. Like always, net worth is all of your assets, subtract all your liabilities. What's left at the end is your net worth. So we're going to start off with our assets. The first asset, as always, is our principal residence here in Toronto. We recently had it re-evaluated, I guess if you want to say, and it's currently listed at $1,030,000. Now, before we go any further, we've had a ton of comments stating that we shouldn't be including our principal residence as part of our net worth. This is a bit of a debate. Some people say it should be included in your net worth, others say it shouldn't. The reason that we are including it, one, it's an investment that we have made in our future. Buying property is an investment, whether it's a rental property or your principal residence. However, in addition, we also are renting our principal residence. So we are earning an income off of our principal residence. And not only that, we have accessed the equity in our principal residence. So it's not just sitting there for some future date when we sell the house. We're actually using the equity that we've built up at this moment in time to continue to earn other income as well as appreciate in the stock market, in addition to the appreciation of the value of our home. So those are the reasons we've chosen to include our principal residence as part of our net worth calculation.
Good.
Just a side note, because we've gotten a lot of questions about that. So,
which are good. We are welcome. It make us think. So please keep sharing your comments with us and what your feedback. At the end of the day, we are learning as we go. We are not professionals. We are not financial advisors or anything related to that. We are just a Canadian couple living in Toronto who bought a condo in Brazil in 2019, and at that time the price was $137,500. The price remains the same, and on the same way that we are using that property as an investment, what we also do with it is generating a passive income based on the rental. So once we get the property rented, we are also getting income from it.
Right. Next asset is a pension that I will start collecting again once I turn 50. So that'll be in 2028. Right now, we're estimating the value of that pension to be around $34,054 a year. Again, we've received some questions and comments about this, in the fact that the pension is actually worth far more than $34,000 a year, and that is correct. If I was to take the commuted value of my pension, it would be a substantial amount of money. We're choosing not to do that. My pension is quite good in the fact that it's indexed to inflation. So this is just a bit of protection, I guess, for us down the road against any inflation and whatnot. that'll also be increasing at a consistent rate. So right now we're just choosing to use a future amount of $34,054 as part of the net income, what we'll be receiving down the road.
Perhaps a good video that you can take a look at our drawdown strategy that we recently released. You can see the amount that we're referring to on this video. If you have not seen it yet, please go and take a look so you understand on how we are drawing from the different accounts. Which another one that we have is our investment. So the RSPs, the TFSAs, and the margin accounts, those are the accounts that we're referring to. And we ended the month of March as of $275,299.
We have one other investment account, and like I mentioned earlier, we have actually accessed the equity here in our home in Toronto, and we're actively investing that into Canadian dividend paying funds. So that particular account we refer to as our Smith Maneuver account, and that account at the end of March sat at $281,046. Adding all of that up, we come up to a total for all of our assets the month of March of $1,757,899.
Moving to the liabilities, we basically have two liabilities that we are gonna get rid of, at least one of them. The second one, not really, and the reason is the Smith Maneuver, as Christine mentioned before. If you are new to this concept, we also have a playlist that you can take a look up here. And on this playlist, you can understand more what is the Smith Maneuver, what is the rationale behind, and some of the reasons that we are using to invest. So far, we don't have any concerns at all, even with the inflation going up. Go and take a look and you will understand why. As a result, the liability from our home here in Toronto, it sits at $770 and $36.
Lastly, we have Jean's car. We really hope to have this paid out. Maybe that'll be your 50th birthday present. Pay your car off by your birthday. New goal, August 1st.
You guys can help us clicking on subscribe and liking this video so it allows other people to see. Maybe YouTube is gonna start paying us.
And we can pay off the car. No, just kidding. That car, not kidding, we're paying off the car.
Yes.
But that currently sits at $13,934. Again, adding up all of those two liabilities together, we come out at $784,670.
Now let's do some math, which is the net worth calculation. And how we calculate our net worth is subtracting the liabilities from the assets.
Yeah, so if we do that, we take our assets that are $1,757,899, subtract the liabilities, which are $784,670. We come out with our net worth for March of 2022 at $973,229. It's up, thank goodness. Tired of it going down.
Now it's time to share with you our financial summary for March 2022. As always, if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, it might be a good opportunity because every month, no, not every month, every week, every weekend, we post a new video about our financial summary. And of course, since the net worth, we do it once a month, so that's why you can see every month. There you go.
Yeah. So, the past couple months haven't been as good for us as we'd hoped. We'd seen a few decreases in a row. However, that being said, over the past month, our net worth actually popped back up by 2.61%, which is a nice welcome change from the red to the green.
And looking at my page here, what you can also see, the assets, they are down since the beginning of 2022. We increased our assets with the additional equity from our home, as well as the contributions to the RSP. But as you know, and I think that you guys might be in the same situation, that is going on around the world. We are still slowly recovering, but it is what it is.
Yeah, and we're not worried. I think with all the fluctuations and the roller coaster that's been happening in the markets, we can't really complain. we've seen our ups and downs, but for the most part, our portfolio has remained fairly stable, which is good, I think.
Don't have any plans to sell or do anything, so we are not losing. You just need to learn as we go, and this is one lesson that we did learn, which is that's the market. So that's how Mr. Market performs. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down.
Yeah.
If you look at the playlist that we mentioned a few minutes ago, we are always happy knowing, oh, the net worth is increasing, and now it's the opposite. That's what it is.
Yeah. So just like we increased those assets back in January, we also increased the liability because we're withdrawing that equity from the house in order to invest that into the market. So as the assets went up, so did our liabilities. But again, we saw a very slight decrease in those this month. And most of that's just to do with paying down slowly Jean's car and a little bit of mortgage principal being added back into the equity line of credit.
However, look at this graphic. If we do compare year over year, so March 2021 with March 2022, our net worth, they actually increased by 31.3%, which is...
a lot.
Yeah, I was going to say amazing. Yeah, it is a lot, but it's a result of so many things. A result of the investments that we do. Is a result of the passive income that we are making and dumping that money into our accounts. And not only that, and of course, over the last year, the market, even though we know it's going down now, it went up, so we can see the 31.3%.
So if we take a quick look back at July of 2020, when we started tracking our net worth, on average, over the course of that time, our net worth has been increasing more or less at the rate of 2.38% each month. Some months are way better than others, and like the past few months, sometimes they're down. But when you average all of that out across the board, 2.38% a month is really good.
It is. And by the way, you can also do the same. You might ask, how are you guys able to do all of these calculations, all of those formulas? It is on the net worth spreadsheet that we share with you. You can get this spreadsheet for free. You can take a look on the comments below, and you can also see on your screen. All that you have to do is click on this link and start tracking now. I'm gonna advise it might take a while. Even when we started, we only had 1 month, but as long as we are consistent with our plan and making sure that we are tracking every month, so you can also see the result.
If you look at our overall investment growth, compared to last month, we're at 4.41%, pretty much because the markets have gone up about that for us. But year over year, if you look back to March of 2021, we're up 25.18%. Not bad.
And you might ask how we are doing this. We consider ourselves hybrid investors, meaning that we do have investments in dividend-paying stocks, on ETFs both in Canada and the US and actually the global market. But not only that, we also have investments on real estate. As a result, this market fluctuation has affected us, that's for sure, but not that much.
So that's our net worth for March of 2022. We're pretty happy that it started to see a little bit of a bounce back. Markets are still up and down and all over the place, so who knows what April will bring. But right now, we're in the green and we're a little happy about that. So it's pretty simple. Every month we track what we spend to make sure that we're not spending more than we make. We try and invest and save as much as we can. Simple.
And that's it for this month, guys. We hope that we are well, we hope that we are safe, and we will see you in our next video.
Take care, guys.
Bye. And we ended the month of and
all right. Ready, Freddie?
Yes.
Oh, that's itchy now.
Now it's time to share with you our financial journey summary for the March 2020.
Good?
Good.
Good.
It's a picture time.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do picture time. Can you look happy in the picture?